What did it look like out here on day one of practice?
Sometimes it looked like we never conditioned all summer long here. It's tough. You put the helmet on. It's a little faster tempo than what they're used to. I think it got to some of these guys. It got hot out here. So I think it got to a few of them that I know are in really good shape and still got to them. So, we just got to, I just reminded them that, when our conditioning is practice. Our conditioning is not putting them on the side, going back and forth in gassers. It's what they do out there on the field and how hard they push themselves every single solitary rep. But, it was probably fine for the first day.
Maybe my imagination, but I think I saw you standing behind the offense an awful lot today. What did you see from that new look offense?
Well, I always stand back there so I don't get run over on the other side. Me and you, Bob, back there, man. Some good and some bad. It looks like they know what they're doing, and they should. I mean, we've had some opportunities to be with them this summer and those types of things. So they should be ahead of the game mentally. I think physically, we got a ways to go. I saw some drops out there today. So we got a lot of work to do, but we still got a lot of time to get it done.
Tristan and Josiah both said that they thought there was much more of a buy-in this summer from everybody, 1 through 60 or however many there are. Did you notice that? Did it look more participation and more want to over the summer?
Yeah, I mean, we had a great group in this summer. I mean, probably more than we've ever had. And, that's also a credit to our administration because, they gave us the opportunity to bring these guys in, whether it's summer school, a stipend, our academic support people did a great job of finding these guys internships. And that's what got a whole bunch of people here in the summertime. So, they just, they can't do it on their own. We can't just say, come here, find a job, start working, figure out when to lift and run. You got to have a little organized. And so I thought they did a great job with that. I thought our players did a great job of buying in this summer. I think they worked really hard. I know we got stronger. Are we in the best condition shape? I don't know. Coach Brinks thinks we are, but maybe it's just first day, helmets, a little anxiety that made it look like I kept thinking, man, we got to get in better shape. But I think they're in shape.
Mylon Howard catching a touchdown pass at the end of practice seemed to give everybody a lift. How good is he now? What do you expect out of him?
I didn't pay much attention. Looked like probably some sort of a wheel route there, I guess. I couldn't tell where he'd come from. And be honest with you, I didn't even know who caught that ball. So I have no idea. I was looking to see who was supposed to be covering him. So I had zero idea who caught that pass, but I'm glad he did.
Russ, how does Derek Farrar fit in from Rice? Is he in your rotation?
Oh, yeah, he's competing for a starting job. Yeah, I mean, and again, he's working with the twos, and that's what has to happen when you show up. You just don't get inserted into a lineup. He knows he has to earn it, but right now he's competing for a starting spot. Obviously, he's one of our top 7 guys, and so, no matter what happens, he's going to play a lot of snaps this year for us.
With some of the holes that you have to fill on defense, you feel like you have enough guys that have experience from, being a 2 or a 3 last year where people can step up for what you're missing on that side of the ball?
We got a lot of work to do. Hanson and Chris Ellis are going to earn every dime they make here at this university, getting those people ready. Now, obviously, we feel good about Jeremiah Grant and Marlon Lewis. They played a lot of snaps, so those 2 kids are dynamic. But and Ray Eldridge, I think finding the other pieces and the depth to it is where they're going to earn their money. And I really don't. We don't have pads on out here. You can't really tell anything. So I'll go in and watch the film and see what they look like. But they're gonna, if they have those guys ready and they play really well, then I think I'll give Hanson and Ellis a raise at the end of the year.
Obviously, guys like Kobe, Tyler Dressler are all gone. Aiden obviously went down, like y'all heard. But I think we have guys, we have leaders, myself, Phil O'Connor. Aiden's still working, obviously. He's still working with everyone. Ray's in there. We have guys that have been here, our seniors, our leaders, and everyone's funneling down, passing on information. tips and just getting those guys that are stepping, filling in, and getting them right. So I'm not worried about those guys stepping up. They all have some experience, and we have leaders ahead of them that are helping them through the process. So.
How much did the experience of winning the last 4 games last year for you guys coming back start to help you now?
I think it helped a lot because ending that season with that streak and the way we did, it showed us, like, if we're all playing together, if we're doing the little things right, we do the things we have to do, we can get the outcomes that we know we should get and deserve. And it kind of just left us off on a good note and a sweet taste in our mouth, and now it just made us more hungry for this season to do the same, but carry it through it the whole season this time.
What have you noticed different about the offense with some of the new faces over there and new personnel and staff and everything? What is it that they are trying to do?
Well, first thing, I think the biggest thing is the offense is bought in now, and that's because what Coach Kosh has brought to this team, everyone's playing for him instead of for themselves. They don't care about the stat line like I think in the past there was some of that going on. So I think a big thing with Coach Kosh is everyone's playing for him, everyone loves him, the offense loves each other, love the defense. So I think that's great. I think what Coach Kosh is doing tempo-wise and some of the schemes he has going, especially with both Savon and Aaron Dykes in the backfield, putting them out in the slot. I think he's getting the guys that are talented, he's getting them the ball. They're going to make big plays. I think that's what we need. And it's helping the defense because we see them every day. So me going against guys like Savon and Aaron Dykes every day, going against Reese, Jake Harris, the transfers, like they're the best in the conference that we're going to see. So I think us going against them and then go against some other teams is just giving us that upper hand. So I think it's also preparing us.
How much different I know this is only like the first official practice, but with everything that you guys have been through in the summer and the off season, how much differently do you feel about this entire group than maybe you felt in the last year or two?
Yeah, I think this was honest. I know every year we want to say, oh, this is our best offseason, but I think this was truly our best offseason we had since I was here. I know for a fact that it was the most guys we've had down for the whole summer. Usually guys come back for the second session. A lot of more guys were here for the first session. They were finding a way. They were living off people's couches, bumming in people's apartments. Like, they were finding a way to get here, working jobs on campus, off campus. So guys from Tennessee, Georgia, Florida that weren't really supposed to be here were here because they wanted to get better. And I think that's a big step in the right direction. Guys want to be here, get better because they see what we did at the end of last season. And I see it carrying over into camp. So hopefully it continues on for us.
Right, no, without a doubt, Tristan's definitely right about that. I can say that one thing that I noticed about the entire team is we're carrying a chip on our shoulder this season. You know, of course, every team is going to come saying, you know, they got some grit to them this year and whatnot, but I can truly see it. Like, it's a burn flaming inside of everybody's body that you can just tell that they're ready to win. They're ready to win. They're tired of just being mediocre.
How do the additions of Reese, Coach Cock, and everybody,
Yeah.
How are all the additions
Yeah.
on your side of the ball? How have they changed the way you guys are looking
Correct.
at what you
Right.
can do collectively this year?
Right. Of course, starting with the new OC, Coach Kosh. You know, he came in with that grit, with that militant attitude, and it did nothing but fuel us. You know, it makes us want to play for him even more. Him coming in and letting us know that he's completely bought in, it does nothing but make you want to follow that. Like, it's a great leader. And Reese and Jake, they did nothing but bring the same attitude Coach Kosh brought with him from VMI. So it's gonna be beautiful.
How much did they help you with Coach Kosh's offense, Reese and Jake? Because obviously they'd run it before.
Right. Yeah. No, they helped a lot. This spring when we were going through spring ball, you know, I'm not gonna say it was tough because Coach Kosh tried to make it very easy for us, but of course it's a little bit harder shifting from one offense to a complete other. And Jake and Reese did a great job in translating that over to us.
How different do you feel having a year and some learning experiences under your belt from last year?
Of course, you know, there's a sense of confidence that comes with experience. I just feel better. I feel like I've got back around to myself to where I can go out there and play comfortably and just fly around, because, you know, it's a big adjustment coming from high school to college. You know, even when you think you're confident, you still might be playing a little timid. But I feel like I got those jitters out of the way.
I know it's the first day of practice, but you beat Tristan Wheeler down the sideline, didn't you?
Yeah, of course. That's my boy. We're gonna compete every day.